Hey, this guide is about choosing a keyboard in simple words and terms. Let's get to it. First of all, you'll have to decide what exactly do you need a keyboard for. There are gaming ones, and no, they are not just for gaming. No, they won't add more frames per second. Yes, they are more expensive. No, it's not just about the RGB lighting. What you get is additional features, additional software, sometimes additional keys. Non-gaming are just regular keyboards that come in many shapes and sizes. It's exactly what you imagine when you hear the word keyboard. Ergonomic ones are for typing, and those keyboards differ. Some have their alphabetic blocks split into halves. Some have weird shapes, some have hand supports. Anyway, they make typing more comfortable, so if you're spending a lot of time doing it, you'll love those, even despite the fact they look weird. And then there are flexible ones. You can literally roll those into small tubes to make them super compact. And that's pretty much it. Size. There are three major size types. Full-sized ones, TKL, which stands for 10 keyless, and ultra-compact ones. Full-sized are the ones with functional keys and numeric pad. 10 keyless are the ones without 10 keys, meaning numeric pad. Ultra-compact are the ones without functional keys and without numpad. You'll have to figure out what you need on your own. Also, there are separate numeric pads and keypads. Separate numeric pads may be useful if your laptop doesn't have any numeric pad, but you need one. Keypads are for gaming, and they have only the gaming keys, but they are compact and pretty comfortable. Wired or wireless? Wireless ones have better aesthetics, there are no cords, but what's the exact moment that your battery charge drops to zero? Right, exactly when you need your keyboard the most, whenever that is. Wired ones won't run out of juice, but you're limited with the length of your cord and the amount of USB ports if you have a laptop. And if we are talking about the gaming ones, wired keyboards are just faster. On the other hand, modern wireless keyboards are almost as fast as the wired ones, and that means you'll have to check it for every particular model. Are you interested in wired keyboards? Good. Make sure it has braided cable, because it will last longer, but that's not applicable to the cheapest models. If the cord is detachable, it's awesome, because you can easily change it if it breaks. Also, carrying a keyboard in your backpack with cord detached is much safer. Let's talk about keyboard designs. There are skeletons. Those are the keyboards with key mechanism not hidden in the keyboard case. That simplifies changing the keycaps and cleaning the keyboard. Metal cases are more durable, more expensive, but more pleasant to the touch. Water resistance. I don't know about you, but I spill something on my keyboard at least twice a year, and I have no idea how it still works. Well, actually I do. It just has water resistance. And that pretty much sums it up. Palm rest. Some people like them, some people don't. It's a matter of personal preferences. It can be plastic, it can be some kind of ecco leather, as they call it. I don't know if you will enjoy using it or not, but in most cases, absolute majority of cases, it's detachable, so you can just throw it out if you don't like it. Also, there are keyboards with built-in touchpads. Talking of pros, if you are using one with a laptop, you don't have to reach for the touchpad. Here it is, right next to the keys. Also, you don't need a mouse. Talking of cons, is still a touchpad, and most people prefer mouse. Now let's get to the switch types. Membrane switches are the most popular. They are silent, they are moisture resistant, kinda, but they won't last for decades. Mechanical switches are durable, but mostly loud and expensive, and on top of that, it doesn't play well with moisture. But it's the most popular type of switches among gaming keyboards. There are three subtypes of those: linear, tactile, and clicky. Linear have constant key travel with little resistance and no clear actuation point. Tactile ones have an actuation point that you can feel, and the clicky ones are clicky. It's in the name. Some people are irritated by that sound, and some people, like me, absolutely love it. Also, there are different colors, meaning types, of switches from different manufacturers. It will take a whole separate video to explain it all properly, so please subscribe to our channel not to miss it, because we'll probably do it. The next switch type is optomechanical. They are fast, they are remarkably durable, and a tiny bit cheaper than mechanical ones. Mechanical membrane ones are the best of both worlds. They have both a membrane and a spring mechanism. They aren't cheap, but they are awesome. That's why I'm using one of those. Scissor type. They have a membrane too, but also an additional mechanism that looks like scissors, hence the name. They predominantly last longer than regular membrane ones, but they are much more loud. Now to the extra options and features. Extra keys. Almost always it's about multimedia, like play, pause and skipping to the next entry in the playlist. Is it handy? Yes, sometimes. Can you live without it? Sure you can. Programmable keys. It's not only about gaming, as it may seem at first glance, when you can bind a macros to a particular key. It may be a key you can bind to launch an app you use on daily basis. Something like, I don't know, calculator, Microsoft Excel, or even Counter-Strike. Who knows? Lighting and everything related. It's not only about your keyboard shining like a rainbow or a Christmas tree. It's about comfortable typing or gaming in the dark. So it's worth having a regular white backlight. Everything else is a matter of your personal preferences. Anti-ghosting. Now this is about gaming, and this thing helps you prevent accidental key pressing. A really useful thing. USB and mini jack ports. A pretty handy thing if you have a lack of ports or using your keyboard as an extension. Also, don't forget you can buy a bundle of a mouse and a keyboard together. Sometimes it just makes sense. And that's it. If you feel like you have any unanswered questions, feel free to write them down in the comments and you'll definitely get a reply. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give us a thumbs up if you feel like it. And see ya!